Hello guys, welcome to another video in the Diamondfire coding tutorial. And this is the fourth video. Today we will be looking at game values. These are probably one of the most important things in Diamondfire. They are very important if you're looking to make a good game or a mini game. And what they do is they store a value. What value, you may ask? It depends. Um, they can store many things, such as a player's or entities, health, location. Something like health would be the maximum amount of health they can have, or the amount they currently have, or location, like the current location a target is at, or the location of the block the player is looking at. Um, uh, Something else they can hold is the amount of players on a plot, stuff like this, like the selection target's names, or the selection size, which would be when using a select object. Um, like if you are selecting a player by something like their name, there should only, hopefully, only be one person with that name. Like if I did this, and then did message the amount of selected, the selection size, so it would only say one because, well, that's only me. I am the only person with that name, hopefully, and therefore it will only say one. And they do have to currently be on the plot. Like, if I wanted to select someone um, who wasn't on the plot, it would still do 0. They have to currently be on the plot, or the selection size will just be 0. Other stuff. So right now, I just currently have a basic FPS. It has a basic pistol. It shoots arrows. Nothing special. Wait, what did that just say? It said join the game. Hold on, let me correct that. That's going to annoy me. It's left the game. There. It's fixed. Okay, so obviously you have a basic loop. I have nothing in it though. So let's get something down. Maybe let's do a RNG. Let's name it a variable. Let's name a dynamic variable as a local RNG. Maybe a 1 in 10 chance. Now here's where we're going to start using the game values as a example. Let's do a if player is in a range. Right? In a specific range. So only when they're in a specific, in between a specific thing. Well, let me show you what I just did. I got the default player's location, which obviously I went to locational values and got the player's location. They're the default player in the event. Now, let's get two things to get where they're in between. So if they are anywhere in this house, what should we do? Also, I didn't actually use this RNG right here. Let me go ahead and do that. Using the glitch stick, which is /plot glitch. That's how you can break blocks and pistons and stuff. Be careful when using it. Yeah, did that. Maybe if it's equal to 5, spawn a zombie in a random location. Let's do that. In a random location, how would you do a random location? There's many ways. For me right now, I will just do, I'll just set a specific amount of locations that it can spawn at. But there's ways, and I know how to, but It's not that important. It'll seem pretty random. Um, the way that they can spawn anywhere inside that house. That's possible, but it's not important. Uh, see, no zombies are spawning right now. But once I go in here, yep, they start spawning. Huh. I mean, it's only supposed to be a 1/3 chance. Ooh. For them to. Oh, look at that. Sorry about that. I put all three in there instead of putting them in here and then putting RNG lock there. I wasn't even thinking. There. Sorry about that. Now, oh, I wonder what that was. Now they're gonna spawn in random locations. See, yeah, now they are. Also, you'll probably want to give them a one with unbreaking. Uh, just saying, I wasn't even worried about it, but yeah, just in case you want to like punch the zombies. Now, technically, they could never spawn. There's a chance that they will never spawn. If they keep hitting values um that aren't equal to that number we set, which is 5. Um, it's actually kind of loud. I'm gonna turn my game volume down a little bit, maybe to 10%. Then it'll work. See, what we just did was, if their location is between these two things, then do all this. If RNG is equal to 5, alright? And RNG using the math random number. Um, Now, let's put another conditional on it. Let's only spawn the zombies when they have a decent amount of HP, okay? You don't want to overwhelm them if they don't have that much HP. So, no, greater than, not greater than or equal to, I think, would be fair for them. So if their remaining health, because remember, maximum health for them is going to be um always 20, right? But that's not what you want. You want to get their current health. So do remaining health is greater than, let's say, 4. Uh, Now remember, 4 would be 2 hearts. They have 20 HP, but only 10 hearts, meaning every half a heart is 1. So while I am above, they will spawn. But once I'm just gonna let them damage me here. But once I am here, they're gonna stop spawning. And I'm dead. But I think you got the point there that they stopped spawning once I got to 2 hearts. Uh, if you wanted them to spawn while they were equal to, or um, while they had 2 hearts, but not something like 1.5 hearts, you could do equal to. Uh, which means while I had 2, they'd keep spawning, but once I got hit again, they'd stop spawning. Alright, so let's see, what other types of things? Once you get that, it's kind of easy to start understanding it, but um, something like main hand item, it's self-explanatory. Whatever's in their main hand, offhand item would be something in their offhand right here. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Damage event cause, you'll probably use this a lot. Um, you know, there's many different types of reasons a player could get damaged, like fall. Um, you might want to cancel that. So you do something like take damage event if event cause is equal to fall. Cancel event, which is under the game action, event manipulation cancel event. Now, let's say on spawn, they get teleported. And I know I'm going quite fast here, but it's just an example. You don't necessarily have to do this. See, I didn't get damaged, but if you are following along, good for you. Um, I know I did go fast there, but it gives you many different event damage causes, and it says it right next to falling block in an entity sweep attack. It says fall, so it has quotes around it because it's a text, which of course you'd use a text variable for, and you just type fall on it, and then put it in the chest. Event manipulation, obviously. A cancel event would stop whatever caused the code to run. So if you, for instance, were looking to stop someone from breaking a specific block, if they did have permission to break blocks, you'd just do something like a um, break block event, which is here. Yeah, break block event, and then you'd cancel it if a player is, for instance, um, if hold on, if sorry, wrong one there. Um, it's here. If the event block location, so the location that the block event happened at, was equal to a specific location, you'd cancel it then. Like that. Obviously, you don't have to do that. Although it isn't that complicated. A break block is just when a player breaks a block, that code will run, and if the event block location is equal to that, cancel it. Um, so, game values are very powerful, and you're definitely going to need it for a lot of things you'll probably want to make. You don't necessarily have to do you don't have to use them for all that. You have to use them for a lot, but you don't necessarily have to use them on every pawn you make. There's a lot you can do without them, is what I was trying to say there, basically. Um, Now let me show you one more thing. One more example of what they can be used for. Uh, Wrong one there. Sorry, I meant to click do event. Now let's do something that I've helped a friend out with. Something like a set home command or something like that. You do set home. Now let's do something like this. Saved there. And it's that. And then let's do set it to the default player's location. And now if the command is equal to at home, let's teleport them to that location we just saved. So at home, hold on. Oh, and I didn't even do %default saved there, since why should it be saved on for everybody? And let's do if there that if it exists, so then teleport them. Now, at home, it doesn't work because it doesn't have a value. But now let's do at set home, run over here, and then, uh-oh, there are zombies at home, you escape. So, that's a brief overview of what the game values are. One of the most important variable types, uh one of the most important things on Diamondfire. Now, one thing I did struggle with myself was you cannot directly change these game values with a simple um shift on axis or something like that. Um you can't add to a player's you can't do something like maximum health, increment that by 1 right here. You can't do something like that. You have to change them in alternative ways, like, um, let's see, set maximum health. So you'd want to do something like, let's add to the player's maximum health. Oops, I clicked selection. Default players. Let's increment that by 1. Obviously, this is the only place I'll use it, so I'll make it a local variable. I'll name it variable. And then let's set the maximum health to that. And it worked. See, I have an extra heart. Remember, it didn't work when I incremented it by 1, and it's not because I did a plus instead of an increment by 1. It's because you have to set something to that value. They can't be changed in ways like that, is what I'm trying to say, and I messed up that a couple of times before I finally got it. Like, you can't immediately shift the event block location by 1, but, like, you could move a player, and then that will move, well, not the event location, but the location the player's looking at. Like, you could shift the player, so the block they're looking at would be different. For whatever reason you might want to do that. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.